Foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September, and now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did 0% with roof credit.
Hey guys, it's Nick. You know how much I love beer, and this game day, show your Husker pride with Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of the Nebraska Alumni Association. Brewed by Nebraska fans, for Nebraska fans, Dear Old Nebraska Brew is your go-to for every kickoff, touchdown, and celebration. Whether it's tailgating, watching the game at home, or gathering with friends, this beer is there to bring that perfect game day refreshment. Dear Old Nebraska Brew embodies the spirit of Nebraska with every sip. So crack one open and let the good times roll. Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of Nebraska alumni. Please drink responsibly.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
Welcome to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Grain.
Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, and it is a very chilly Thursday here in the capital city. I think the temperature right now in Lincoln, what is it, Nick, about 37, 38,
It is
39?
about 30 degrees too cold.
It's cold. It's cold, man. And you know what? Good morning to Rafferty. Good morning, AG. Fellas, I did turn on my heater this morning. In fact, before I went to my garage, I was like, no, I ain't biting a bullet for nothing. Click, click.
I don't blame you. You know
Time
what?
to get warm.
Yeah, exactly. Raff, we're still waiting on AG here. Raff, how is Huntsville?
39 degrees. A little
What?
chilly here also. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That's right. You know what, Raf? I did see on the news last night to where you guys have a little cold spell. It actually is going up all up and down from the south to the east coast to where that cold spell is swimming up through there. So 39 degrees is definitely not ideal temperatures in Sweet Home, Alabama. How was the flights yesterday, brother?
Pretty smooth. Not too bad. First time in a while that I was only, I think, 15 minutes late. So not too bad.
Good.
I always get a little leery when they say we've got to check the manifest. I think that's code for something else is going on. But
it's like, what are we on? What is this? 1800s? Check the manifest.
Right. Yeah.
yeah, because we were all boarded and we're supposed to be early, and then all of a sudden we're sitting and every time the pilot comes on and says we're checking or we're finalizing the manifest, I get a little worried because usually they never mention the manifest unless.
No.
So
you know what, Nick? Go ahead.
We're getting conflicting reports. I just have looked it up. It's 50 degrees here.
Is it?
Whoa.
It is 50 degrees in Lincoln right now.
No
heat wave.
That is what the weather apps have said. That is also what a texter said.
Yeah, I got 48.
They said, fellas, I think it's actually 50 degrees out right now.
Maybe it's because when I took Louis for a walk, it was only 39.
It was brisk this morning.
It still don't feel like 48 degrees out there. But you know what? I don't mind a crisp fall morning like this, though, man. I don't mind it. Because after being in AZ earlier this week, when you went outside and it was still 90 degrees at 6:30 in the morning, I'm thinking, it's time. Because when you have the locals that are tired of it and they're used to it down there, it's overboard.
What do they say down there? It's a dry heat. It's a dry heat. Don't worry.
Like, no, bro, it's 125.
It's good weather for Bloomington, isn't it?
It's a true 125.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. The weather in Bloomington this weekend, I think Saturday it's supposed to be like 74 degrees. So, I mean,
That's
right up the
day,
alley.
man.
So
perfect day. Rafferty, actually, Nick, I'm about to ask you, man, what are you most excited for? Because it's your first time going to Bloomington, right? You've been to Indy, I know.
Yeah.
But your first time to Bloomington, what are you excited to see?
I'm excited to see the game. I mean,
besides the game,
this is a very intriguing game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like Bloomington is as college of a town as I think you can get. It's an hour south of, I believe, of Indianapolis, and so it's going to be. I think. Actually, I know Nebraska fans traveled well. I was speaking, so I can say this publicly now because I got confirmation on it. We're going to be broadcasting. Jay and I will be broadcasting live from the Tap, which is about a 4-minute drive from the stadium.
Oh, nice.
Because the stadium is just basically in the middle of the campus, so they don't have any bars or anything right by the stadium. So it's just a little outside of the stadium, but about 4 minutes away at the Tap, which is basically in downtown Bloomington, if there is one. And he asked me on the phone, he goes, hey, do Nebraska fans travel well? And I thought, you must know absolutely nothing about Nebraska football, because if you knew that, I told him, I said, they're in the top 2 of traveling fan bases in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they travel
I said, if not number 1. Yeah. And then I looked and I saw on Twitter that Nebraska's allotment of tickets for visiting fans sold out. Obviously, the entire stadium is sold out. Indiana, it's their homecoming. They had to email their fans saying, hey, get there early because this is a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just get in here, 15 minutes before kickoff and expect to be in your seat by that time.
Right.
It's going to take some time, maybe more time than usual on Saturday. So it's going to be a good time out in Bloomington.
It's I was speaking yesterday at Innovation Campus here on downtown, down on East on City Campus, and it was the medical Midwest Regional Burn Specialist Conference. So all these people, and God bless them, doctors, nurses, practitioners, work with people who have been severely burned from around the country. And there's a gentleman there that was asking. He goes, because he was walking around campus before. He goes, "You guys take football serious here, don't you?" He goes, "I didn't realize how serious it was until I got here." I'm like, it is no joke.
Yeah.
There's no joke. When you think about this, you guys, we have no pro teams. All right. There's no other Division I school in the state. Are we the only, I'm trying to think, are we the only Big Ten school that is only one D1 school in the state? Because I'm trying to go over my head to think. I think we might be.
My initial thought is yes. Iowa State obviously is in Iowa.
In Minnesota?
Minnesota? Do you have another D1 school there? Minnesota, right? You might be right with Minnesota. I don't know. And I text line help me out.
But they have the pro teams.
But they have a pro team.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
They have the pro team piece of it.
Because we don't have another D1 school or a pro team. I'm trying to think of
Michigan,
another
Michigan State, Ohio State. What's the whole situation with Rutgers?
Rutgers is in New Jersey. Rutgers has got all sorts of D1 schools there.
Yeah. So you have that one.
And they basically got,
Oregon State, UCLA, USC, they're in the same state. Washington has Washington State. I'm trying to just go through them in my head. I mean, Illinois has multiple D1 schools.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Indiana does as well because Purdue and Indiana.
Big Ten, though.
Yeah.
But Kent, I'm talking about Big Ten,
yeah,
my
Big
brother.
Ten wise.
I'm talking about Big Ten wise. Now, Wyoming, if we were, Wyoming is obviously in a different conference, but I mean, in the Big Ten. But you're right, though, Kent.
I would lean towards yes. Yeah.
I
would
think we
imagine
might
so.
be the only team in the Big Ten without a D1.
Byron says Wisconsin.
Well, they got the Packers.
Yeah, they have the pro team piece of it. I was also wondering if Green Bay is another Division I school, not necessarily in football.
But they still got the Packers. They got the Milwaukee Bucks. They got the Brewers. They got whatever their hockey team is called.
Dude, the Minnesota or the Wisconsin.
Whitewater.
That's
not D1.
Yeah,
though.
but they have a hockey team, right? Wisconsin,
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I don't know what Milwaukee's pro hockey team is off the top of my head. Milwaukee, do they have? Yeah, they got one. Yeah,
I don't know.
Wisconsin's got to have a pro team in hockey.
I don't think they do. Not
they don't. They don't. You would think they would be so close to Canada, but never.
Yeah, they don't.
Wisconsin
does not. I was
I
knew.
I'm shocked.
I was trying to think it's certainly not Milwaukee.
But they got
have a USHL team.
I kept wanting to say the Minnesota Wild, but I knew that was incorrect.
Yep. But I think we might be the only team, man, that doesn't have a Division I team. Marquette, there you go, Big Bird. Thanks, Big Dog.
That
Marquette,
is right. Yeah.
Because our very own here in town, Alton Mason, who went to Northeast, he went to Marquette and played basketball. Our very own Alton Mason.
The Golden Eagles.
Yep.
I grew up a fan of Marquette.
Well, D Wade played there. D Wade played at Marquette.
Right. Jimmy Butler
played at Marquette.
Here's ones that did not have a great NBA career. There's a guy named Vander Blue that I grew up watching. He was the point guard for Marquette when I was growing up, like probably late 2000s, early 2010s.
Okay.
Man, I loved watching Marquette.
Vander Blue.
I asked for Christmas one year the powder blue Marquette shorts and the powder blue Marquette jersey, and that's one thing that was my favorite Christmas present of one year was the full Marquette Golden Eagles outfit of powder blue.
Unknown texture 8598. Yes, thank you much, Marquette is in Wisconsin. I don't know why I was thinking about that. But just as far as when that gentleman mentioned it, because you guys really take football serious, and I was like, I said we do because that is the porch light in many ways for sports in Nebraska.
It was so funny because when I was talking to
and it ain't Creighton,
right. It was funny because Creighton's in the same state. It's in Nebraska D1 school.
You know what? Bingo.
How about that?
But they really didn't
in
count.
basketball, right? Doesn't count.
They don't count.
No, it was just funny because when I was talking to the owner of the Tap once again. So if you're making the trip out to Bloomington, come see us. But he was like, yeah, do you know it's home. He was going on and on. Yeah, it's homecoming week. Indiana's 6-0. They're undefeated. They're playing really well. We love our coach. Our coach just kind of hangs out around the town as well. It's going to be a really fun time. It's homecoming weekend. And he's like, so, you might not have room. And he's like, plus, I don't really know how many Nebraska fans will actually make the trip. And I was like, oh, trust me.
Just wait.
I said, Nebraska travels just fine. There's going to be a lot of Husker fans in Bloomington this weekend. I looked at hotels in Bloomington going for about $800 at the minimum. And I would imagine that a lot of that is Nebraska traffic. So,
I would suggest the same, that this is probably the biggest game in Indiana for homecoming in a very long time. I don't know their history to say it is.
Hasn't sold out since 2021. We talked about that yesterday, right? Against Ohio State. Potentially the biggest game since then for Indiana. The biggest one that they get at home, more importantly. So,
hey, another news real quick, you guys. Just real quick. Jeff Sims has been named the starter for the next couple games, Rafferty, because of the injury they have. What's their starter quarterback at
Sam
ASU?
Leavitt.
Sam Leavitt. Sam Leavitt is hurt. And you know what? There's something that just bothered me, you guys. Let me be fully transparent here. But you know what? In the world we live in, everybody can jump behind a keyboard, and type stuff. The number of people just dogging the young man that will get ready for this. I'm like, you know what? I hope he goes out there and lights it up. I hope he lights it up. Did it work at Nebraska? No, it didn't work in Nebraska. We'd be foolish to say anything otherwise.
Yeah.
But dang, just to wish a guy so much for the rest of his life. I mean, thinking like, man, I want Jeff Sims to go out there and work, man. The dude didn't come out here just on purpose and just screw up.
How about this, guys? Arizona
hope he does well, man. Good luck to you,
Arizona State is 5-1 this year. They're currently 5-1, the same record as Nebraska, under a second-year head coach in Kenny Dillingham at Nebraska, or excuse me, at Arizona State. He was the former offensive coordinator with the Oregon Ducks. Went to go be the head coach at Arizona State. They made the transition to the Big 12, obviously. Excuse me, Arizona State. Yeah, Big 12, correct?
Yeah, the Big 12 has changed so much. I honestly get the Big 12 confused.
I had to think about that because I knew Arizona was for sure in there. But made the transition. Kenny Dillingham, a youngest head coach in Power 5 football, I believe, if I remember correctly.
How old is he?
I want to say 32.
Oh man,
32 potentially. No, you know what? Scotty Walden is now the youngest head coach at UTEP. At UTEP, yeah. So Kenny Dillingham now the second youngest in Power 5 football, but has him now 5-1 in his second year in Tempe.
I love it.
And after the whole Herm Edwards debacle and off the field stuff that happened, it's pretty impressive that they were able to go out, get a transfer portal quarterback like Sam Leavitt. Sam Leavitt was obviously a conversation to come to Nebraska at one point, out of Michigan State, and they get Sam Leavitt down in Tempe. Jeff Sims eventually transfers there late in the cycle, and now they're 5-1.
You guys, speaking about quarterbacks, we'll say this. We'll talk about when we come back, because we're also, when we come back, folks, going to talk about tonight's preview between Raff's Broncos and the Saints. I think it's going to be an intriguing game, but we have a lot of Husker football at the 9 o'clock hour, a lot of things I want to dive into. But you know what? You look at, think about quarterbacks, how things tend to work themselves out. Raff and Nick, when we come back, Cam Rising talking about 8 years.
Yep. 8 G's in the studio as well, so we'll be able to hang out.
Years. It's just goodness. That just blows me away to think about that.
Yep.
8 years he's going to be most likely playing college ball. But folks, when we come back, we do get an intriguing matchup tonight. We'll talk about last night's baseball game as well at the end of the hour. As we close out, we'll discuss that quickly. But mostly a lot of Husker football, quick facts, quick figures, because Nick is heading out there, Jay's heading out there, Sip is heading out there. It's going to be an interesting game come Saturday at 11 a.m. There in Bloomington, Indiana. Folks, we'll be right back. It's The Drive. It is Thursday, and it's not really a chilly Thursday. It's 50 degrees. It's 50.
It's still chilly, man. It's still chilly.
It's 50.
Hey, AG, what's it in Houston?
Hold on. Let me check real quick. 51 and clear.
It's essentially we're in Houston.
We're just in Houston. We're all in Houston.
Yeah, for about 2 hours, and then it gets up to 76.
You got to be negative like that, don't you? You just got to.
I gotta keep it real.
He's keeping it real.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's it.
Folks, we got AG in the house in H-Town. Raff is back home in his real home in Sweet Home, Alabama. We are his layover city right now.
Exactly, right? Yeah. When Raff goes on vacation, it's to Lincoln.
We got me and Nick here at the mothership. It's 937 Ticket. We'll be right back, folks.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine, and it will be windy. We'll see an afternoon high around 75. Tonight, we'll see clear skies and breezy, with a low around 54. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and it will be breezy again. An afternoon high around 78. I'm meteorologist Kyle Buxton, 93.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $437 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004120, $437 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5,500 due with signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9/30/2024. See dealer for details.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Sartor Hamann Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale, going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings. Only at Sartor Hamann Jewelers.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's 50 degrees and Lincoln and Nebraska. Boom, 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 boom. Folks, we are back. Nick is heading out to the airport. Him and the Hall of Famer, the black shirt Jay, are taking off out of Lincoln, the beautiful airport of Lincoln. Man, Nick, I know what you're going to try to do, man, when you're there. Try their breakfast burrito.
That's what I'm going to be looking for.
That thing will seriously have you just crying for no reason.
Okay. I enjoy crying for no reason.
AG, Raff, this burrito, seriously, dude. And you know what, AG? I'm just letting you know, dog. It ain't got all the healthiest.
What's the name of the restaurant?
It's just the airport.
Was at the airport?
Bro, I was shocked. I literally ate it.
Airport or Denver Airport?
The Lincoln Airport. The Lincoln one, man.
Oh, we got restaurants there now?
AG, you got to
There's one, and it's perfect.
There's one. Raff will tell you it's off the chain, man.
Perfect.
Dude, I literally hugged the chef. He came out, he goes, "What do you think?" I said, "Come here, bro." Let me give you
yeah. I know where you're talking about. I never thought it was like, I never tried it. I'll try it.
Bro, their new setup in the Lincoln Airport, the chef came around, I gave him a hug. He was like, "Okay, this is a little awkward." Yeah. Have a bald-headed black dude hugging me because of the burrito.
What was that? What was that Rachel said, Nick? When AD walks into the airport, the red carpet comes out.
Yeah, something about, everybody at the airport knows AD by name, and everybody knows all the security guards know AD. And I said, well, maybe that's not for the best reasons.
Well, funny because they tried to cuff me and stuff me the last time I was there.
See, I knew that was coming. I knew that was going to be coming.
We're going to need you to put both hands behind your
hey,
back.
Hey, sir, I need you to follow us to a back room, please, and just leave the bag here.
Just leave the bag here. In fact, probably make other travel plans for today. No, man, they are crazy cool at the airport, man. Rachel and her team do a great job out there. We always shoot the bull with the the officers out there. In the TSA, there's a few Cowboys fans out there. And so they see me come through with my Steelers hat one time. One dude was chopping at the mouth. And I wish I almost went up there on when I got back in town just to go up there, not to fly out. just stop by. Just say, how about them boys? And then walk back out.
And then they would have said, sir, we need you to come with us. All right. We let you get away with it the first time. We're going to need to do this again.
Yeah, they're good people out there. Well, I tell you what, folks, speaking of football, there is a big game tonight. You got Raff's Broncos versus the Saints. The Broncos coming at 3-3. The Saints are at 2-4. You guys, here's why this game is intriguing to me. You don't have Derek Carr. We're going to start off with the Saints, y'all. You don't have Derek Carr that's playing tonight. But I didn't realize. I was looking up this up last night. I almost hit you guys late last night. I was up. Olave's not playing. Shaheed's not playing. The two receivers. They are 2 of 17 guys that are on the Saints injury report right now. 17. I mean, their roster, AG and Raff, has been depleted of talent. Heading to week 7, of those 17 names that not all the names, but 13 were either limited to participants both Monday and Tuesday, and they have not yet practiced as of yesterday. 13 of those guys, AG.
Hey,
think about that.
Oh yeah, I've been
That's
there.
a lot of guys. So their current receivers they have on their roster who are active. They have talking about the Saints. They have Bub Means. I never even heard of Bub Means before. I've never heard of Bub. I thought that was a joke. I was like, that man's name Bub. Bub Means and Mason,
great name.
Tipton, and Cedric Wilson. Fellas, those 3 guys have a combined 14 catches for 116 yards and 1 touchdown through 6 games. That's it.
Riley Moss is going to lock them up.
Yeah. It's not going to be much locking up. You can pretty much just leave the door open and say, don't come out.
Yeah. Just to give the ball to Bo Nix? Okay.
Yeah. Well, and Bo Nix got his issues. So, Raff and HM asked you guys this going in, what's your early predictions for this game? Because I'm gonna dive a little deeper into Raff's Broncos here in a second. But you got 17 guys that are not, as of right now, are listed as not playing. 13 have not even practiced this week for the Saints. Then you look at, and I think they mentioned that they haven't said that Carr isn't playing yet. At least I haven't seen that yet today.
No, he's not.
He's not playing. So you have Spencer Rattler, who's going to be stepping in as quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, with 3 receivers who have a combined 14 catches and 1 touchdown and 116 yards total. Raff, AG, start us off, man. What do you see? Do you see this game as just being kind of a slug match, ugly game?
Hey, I do my other show with Gilbert and Dorsey. I call this a Seabiscuit game. The teams can't get right. It's Seabiscuit and can't get right, man. You got the Saints. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all I was selling the Saints 3 weeks ago?
You did say that.
I said I was selling because I'm like, for one day, let's just research Derek Carr history, okay? He was a Raider starter. They fired him. They told him get out of here before the season ended.
AG, you're right.
They told him don't come to the stadium.
Yeah.
They told him do not come to the stadium. We're gonna pay you your money. Don't come back. I'm like, wow, you gotta either make somebody not happy or not play good football for an NFL team to say we're gonna pay you to not come. Okay, so let's do that first, and then you have the whole, now we got the narrative of Sean Payton coming back home. The Broncos, I say what's the one silver lining for the Broncos is their defense. They got a pretty good defense, and I think that is what's going to show up on the field with the young and inexperienced receivers, quarterback Spencer Rattler for the Saints, is that when you have a good defense in the NFL, it's just like having a good defense at the D1 level. They're going to stow everything in the kitchen sink at Spencer so he could try to they'll make it hard for him to read coverages. They're going to disguise and be able to get the pressure on him, because by the time he gets to his second progression, if he gets that far, they'll be able to get on him or make him throw the ball where the ball doesn't need to go, which is in their hands as well. So I'll say for that's what we're going to see early and often. It's a lot of pressure on the young quarterback. I believe he can handle it, but it's going to see how much he can fire back, when they're shooting him with all the different coverages and blitzing and ETs with the D-line up the middle.
AG and Raff, you have a Spencer Rattler who'll be starting, as you just mentioned. But you also, Raff, when you're Broncos, you have a Patrick Surtain out with a concussion, most likely. Not playing.
Yeah, this game's huge for Denver.
It is. It is.
Because their schedule shapes up favorably the next 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can get through this game without Surtain, they get Surtain back next week. I mean, they have a good chance to win in their next probably 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah, they got the easiest game would be the next game after this is the Panthers, but then you got a little buzzsaw between Ravens, Chiefs, and Falcons. So
you look at
get your mind right.
Easy.
Hold on. In what world?
I thought
I
thought they said that they had like the Patriots coming up.
No. They walk into a straight up buzzsaw.
I only look at one game at a time. Whoever told me that.
Well, if you look at the Panthers, Panthers.
AG, this is the same man that looks at one game at a time that just said, "Hey, their schedule after this, they're winning 4 of the next 5 games."
So
this sets up pretty favorably.
Which is it, brother?
They're winning 4 out of their next 5.
Because I'm looking at their schedule, Raff. You guys got the Ravens. I'm sorry, you got the Panthers, Ravens, Chiefs, Falcons, Raiders. Bro, that does not set up real good.
4 out of the next 5. They lose to the Ravens and they win the rest.
They beat the Chiefs.
They could beat the Panthers.
You think they beat the Chiefs?
Yes.
And the Falcons.
I like the confidence.
Yeah.
I like the confidence. He didn't.
Raiders most likely, but November, Chief, is going to be Thanksgiving, and y'all might be the turkey.
Yeah.
No, it's 11. It's before Thanksgiving, so it's 11-10. So we're good.
Well, they got the Panthers the next week.
Thanksgiving is Raiders. Yeah, Raiders.
But then they got on the 3rd, they got the Ravens, at the Chiefs, Falcons, and at Raiders. The Raiders, the only game I could see for sure, I can't say for sure that I would give the nod to Denver would be next week 2 weeks against the Panthers. And then maybe the Raiders on the 24th. But that Ravens.
And that's a rivalry game, too. Anything goes in that game.
Yeah, I think they get 3 out of 4.
Wow, Raff. I love your optimism,
you are
Raff.
Panthers, Raiders, and Browns.
No.
That's your 3? That's your 3?
They're beating the Chiefs.
Man, you're not. Okay. Like I said, I like your confidence. Okay.
AG, you almost said you're not. What was you going to say?
I'll be like, man, that's not happening. But okay, I like your confidence.
AG, that's why they play the game.
Yeah,
true.
Facts.
But Raff, speaking of playing the game,
it's a rivalry game too. I've seen them beat them a couple years ago. And the Raiders beat them a few years ago when the first year in Vegas. And the Raiders had no business beating the Chiefs too. So
let me give you guys a little bit background here, real quick. And I know you guys know this already, but Raff, pay close attention to this. Nick, look at these numbers with Bo Nix. As much as I love Bo, his accuracy through 6 starts, he ranks 28th among NFL quarterbacks in completion rate at 68%.
Oh wow,
it's not abnormal for a rookie quarterback. I get that, but Nix has only completed 55% of all attempts thrown beyond the line of scrimmage, which also ranks 28th according to True Media.
Amazing.
On throws 5 or more yards beyond the line, he's connecting only 41% of the time, which ranks last among qualified passers by a wide margin.
Mm-hmm.
His overall completion percentage is 13% below expected. And that's also among qualified quarterbacks, according to True Media. As much as I love Bo Nix, and I seriously think he's going to be a bona fide quarterback in this league in years to come. But you look at 2 teams both right now who don't have true quarterbacks. I mean, throw Derek Carr out because he's not playing this game. I think this game tonight.
Don't even put him in the mix. What are you talking about?
You can't. So I think tonight's game is going to be based off defenses, and I think the reason what that's going to be, I'm probably going to tip my hat towards Denver, even with Surtain out.
Interesting.
I think Denver's defense is more experienced. They have more veterans out there, and I would take Bo Nix over Spencer Rattler myself.
Yeah. Well, and you kind of need to. If you're Denver, Raff said it, you kind of need to get tonight because you're certainly not getting one after the Panthers. So
yes, you are.
Hey, I love you, Raff. I love you like a brother.
Yes.
Brother from another mother. So, but still, woo.
Denver's coming around.
Hey, Raff. There's an old spiritual in the black church that goes, swing low,
sweet chariot.
We're gonna get beat down.
Oh man,
those are not the words.
That's what they sang in Sunday school.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are against him, but obviously, like Raff said it, you still got to line up.
They're coming around.
You got to line up.
They get Surtain back. Watch out.
Yeah,
before we go to break. AG,
Raff, my words last week. I
want you guys' scores before we go to break. AG, what's your score for tonight for the Broncos, Orleans Saints?
I I would say I'm gonna go Broncos. I'm gonna go 20-17 or 20-10. 20-10
Okay.
Broncos.
What you say, Raff?
20. Let's go 27-13 Broncos.
Okay. I'm going to say 20-14 Donkeys.
Yeah.
Just to have fun with it, I'm going to take the Saints. And if the Saints win, I'm hopping on the stream tomorrow from Indianapolis, and I am running wild.
Huskers B, good morning. Huskers B says, what is Rav smoking? Riley, what's up, Riley? Riley says donkeys are cooked.
Yeah, they are. They are. No, I honestly, this feels like one of those weird games where in the NFL, and I would say this, take away the names out of it, where it's like you have one team that on paper, there's no shot that they have to win. They're depleted. It just feels like a weird game.
It's a wounded animal.
Like you went through Bo Nix's numbers. I think Denver's fine. Like I will say this to Raff's credit, Denver has not looked atrocious this year.
Yeah.
No,
right.
He got 3 wins.
Exactly. But this also just kind of feels like a funky game in the NFL on Thursday night.
It's weird.
Where it's like, you know what, Spencer Rattler might just strike gold for a moment. But then after this weekend, it might not look so great. So
not against Vance Joseph's defense. He didn't strike anything.
I do think
that was the guy you wanted to fire last year.
Yeah, right. I do think it's a close game. I do think it's a close game.
Raff wanted Vance Joseph out. He made no bones about it. Get him out of here. He ain't no good. Get him out. Look at the Hall of Famer Jay Foreman coming in. Jay just looks like one of them cats that if you met in the alley, he would beat you to a pulp.
What?
Wouldn't you, Jay?
He's aggressive.
Jay said, yeah, if I had to. Oh, hey, Jay, I want to get your prediction real quick. What do you say for tonight, man? What do you say for tonight,
Jay Foreman?
Between the Saints and the Broncos? You think the Broncos got a chance to beat the Saints, or do you think the Saints
choose wisely, Jay?
What do you think?
I think the Broncos are
going
to win. Thank you, Jay Foreman.
It's going to be 27, 21, 27, 24.
We're all
Jay
the same
Foreman.
place.
I think Satan's going to probably try to come back and show his dominance.
And this is a big game. And plus, he's going back to New Orleans. His first time going back.
Plus, he knows Allen's defense as good as anybody.
Good point.
Allen.
Thanks, Jay Foreman.
Raff said, thanks, Jay Foreman. Raff needs all the moral support he can get right now, man.
I hear you, Raff. I'm here with you just in mind, body, and soul.
Folks, it is Thursday. We will be back. We'll discuss a quick little history segment. We got a lot of Husker football to discuss. If you don't know who the coach's name is for Indiana, Google him. We'll be right back.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine, and it will be windy. We'll see an afternoon high around 75. Tonight, we'll see clear skies and breezy, with a low around 54. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies. It will be breezy again. An afternoon high around 78. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clark from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
Sartor Hamann Jewelers is celebrating 119 years as Lincoln's top choice for fine jewelry. Join us for our anniversary sale, going on now through October 20th. Enjoy an exclusive 20% off on in-stock items, including dazzling diamond jewelry, exquisite rings, and luxury watches. This once-a-year event is our way of saying thank you to the community that has supported us for over a century. Mark your calendars and celebrate this milestone with us by indulging in spectacular savings, only at Sartor Hamann Jewelers.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal? A dog, a cat, or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Cyber threats are everywhere. When is the last time you stopped to think about how you're protecting your business from potential data breaches, phishing scams, or ransomware? It's time to make cybersecurity a priority for your business. At Hamilton, our unmatched expertise and cutting-edge technology goes beyond basic defense, providing proactive, tailored solutions that keep your data, network, and digital assets protected. Better protection, better cybersecurity with Hamilton. Visit our website at hamiltonisbusiness.com to learn more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Broncos. Them Broncos.
Football.
Them Broncos. Them Broncos.
Football.
In New Orleans. Them Broncos.
Football.
In Orleans. Them Broncos. In Orleans. Hey, Jeezy, how I'm gonna ask you this, man.
Yep.
I'm looking at all the gear you got back there, and a lot of those things are familiar. We talked about this yesterday. Hey,
Yeah.
let me be completely honest with you, man.
What's up?
About our third trip back to U-Haul, I was cussing everybody out in my head. I was like, why has he got all this stuff anyway?
Hey.
I was, my feet hurt, man. My back hurt. You know, Rav has that kind of that slow stroll anyway. Rav wasn't even strolling no more. He was just like, AD, this is a long walk, man.
Hey, get your mind right.
I had my eyes peeled for the Brett Favre jersey the entire time. But
Oh, man.
The only one that was still chipper was Ben Russell because he's such a Packers fan. He loves you so much. He's like, this is great. I was like, what in the hell are you doing that we're not doing it? This is great.
Oh, Lordy, AD, what am I gonna do with you?
AG, ever since I've seen a U-Haul since we helped you move, I seriously, my stomach starts turning, man.
Hey.
Me and Raff almost canceled golf. We were so tired, dog.
That should have been light work for y'all. You work out every day.
AG, that's a different topic. Would you agree to this?
Wait. How, Raff, you work out every day? Look at this man. Look at him. Now I can say yes. I can.
Now you can crack on him a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Hey, but you know what? In Raffy's defense, Raffy's still dropping LBs though, man.
Well,
yeah, what's up now?
Self. I mean,
by any means necessary, in the words of Brother Malcolm X, by any means necessary. if it's good sense, hey, that Raff, you what? Dropped 16 pounds, bro?
Yeah, 16, 20.
16.
Yeah, 22 actually.
22 pounds.
Okay, nice.
So just by eating good sense every meal.
Yep.
It's not always about. I mean, the gym for me, it's just therapy. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole. It's just therapy.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
I think my body fat percentage is like 26 or something like that. I'm coming down. How about you, Nick?
Put it on him. I like put it right on him. I like it.
Raff, can we do a virtual handshake? Can we do a virtual handshake? Because that was very good. That was very, very good.
Raff and hold that one in his pocket.
Yeah, buddy.
In our group chat to open up, to be vulnerable,
and
safe space. But yet, you know what?
To be vulnerable.
That you just show me your true colors, Chris Raff.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Nick and Raff's defense, you poke the bear.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Poke the bear a lot,
I
man.
never do that.
You poke
What?
the bear a lot.
Yes, you do, Nick. Stop it.
Nick, it's on tape.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't
Why do
lie.
you record everything?
Just tell the truth. It's better to tell the truth.
David, and I know David is probably laying down right now. David DF goes, shots fired.
Yeah, Raff, that was brutal. That was brutal.
That was a good one. I like that one.
I think Raff was like that kid that were Nick in this scenario, just being full disclosure with you, little bro, is that kid that was tired of getting bullied and finally just pulled out a punch and just said, I'm knocking you to the moon. Even if I miss, you're going to know I meant business. That's what my mom would always say. She goes, sometimes you got to swing at a bully, and even if you miss, they're going to know you meant business. Raff came with the haymaker on that one, man.
Raff, I'm working on it. Raff, I'm working on it.
What are you talking about? He's always throwing shots.
Brother Not Collins, good morning. He said, Raff said, Screw being nice. The gloves are off. Sidekick Nick said, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Come on. Dang.
That was cruel.
Hey.
I he said Nick is stabbing with a pitchfork, always digging at Raff.
Hey man, I'm just gonna leave the group chat. I'm gonna leave it. I think that's best.
Hey, if you can't take it, get out the heat, get out the kitchen.
These last couple of months, I've really learned you got to be careful who you trust and who you put trust in. And Raff, unfortunately, just showed that I can't be. It's not a safe space. I can't be vulnerable with Raff.
I can't be vulnerable.
I can't be vulnerable.
You know, AGAD, I appreciate you guys. Raff, you know, I appreciate you for your brutal honesty.
I got my Raff's roadies. I'll be just fine.
There you go.
Name one.
Dang.
The roadies?
Here's the deal. Raff bought a lot of the roadie shirts yesterday. He said he was giving them out.
Oh,
he said he had orders to fill.
Go.
I had orders to fill. There's a post right now. Check it out. Austin, Texas, representing the Raff's roadies.
Anybody from Nebraska? from where we do the show.
I don't know, AD. It's time for you to post the picture. I think.
You know what, Raff? I'm gonna work out it again today, probably.
Nice.
Because that one
those biceps are in that Raff's roadie shirt. You just feel bigger and stronger.
Well, you know, I'm not AG big, but at 50, I'm just grateful for health, man. That's all the seriousness. Every time I go to the gym, I'm like, I thank God I can do it. Because there's a time you don't want to wait till you can't and wish you can.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is Raff, you know, just using his friends for free advertising. That's what he's doing. He should be saying, you know, post that picture whenever you want, AD.
I'll hook you up, Raff. AG,
maybe if you had more followers, Raff, you'd be able to just share yourself.
Oh, you can follow me at Chris Raff7.
Oh,
Thank
boy,
you,
here
Nick.
we go. Here we go. Get us back on track, folks. This was one of the fun, and I can't play it because of the language, but if you guys remember, Raff, AG, and Nick, remember the reporter or photographer in Minnesota that went absolutely ballistic after that debacle in 2019 in Minnesota?
Yes.
I can't think of his name. I can't play it because there's too many swear words.
A
YouTuber. But I'll send it to you guys in our group thread. It is one of the funniest but most spot-on rants and criticisms.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. But in 2019 in history, Nebraska played Minnesota at Minnesota. And if you guys remember, this was just the ultimate debacle. Minnesota rushed for 322 yards, 34-7. They just manhandled us in Minneapolis that day. I remember that game because I think little AD actually went to that game, and it was just an absolute beatdown. To epic proportions. It was a beatdown. We were embarrassed, etc. And this guy just went absolutely ballistic on that.
This was in 2019?
Yes.
So this was the year that Minnesota went, you know, double-digit wins that season. They had a really good year under PJ Fleck. This is the year that, frankly, is probably, you know, a big reason why PJ Fleck is still the coach.
Absolutely. He had that was kind of the cornerstone year. And before, Raff, you go on, I'll let you know who this brought to us by. Everyone's heard about testosterone replacement therapy, but how do you know who to trust? Ageless Men's Health is the nation's leader in testosterone and weight loss. No upselling, no unnecessary supplements, just real solutions. With a team of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, they look at your whole health and create a playbook you'll understand. They use the best products, including HCG, to keep your body safe and protect your fertility. It's the best team in the game. They're ready to earn your trust. Google Ageless Men's Health Lincoln and check out their 175 plus 5-star reviews. Raffy, what you got for us, big dog?
This is another one. It always gets me, like how fast time flies by. And before you know it, 35 years goes by. 35 years ago today was the San Francisco earthquake of Game 3 of the World Series.
Oh, snap.
1988.
Wow.
89.
So I was
15.
I was 13.
I was 15. I still remember that, man. I remember that. Bridges collapsed.
I remember
everything else.
And remember, Al Michaels kind of took over as kind of like he went from sports broadcaster to like news broadcaster because that was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Raff and AG, do you guys remember what was that on the scale? Do you remember what that was?
That was a 6.9. 6.9. I was in Little League based football. I was at football practice, and we just was leaving. Me and my dad. My dad was the coach too. And we're just leaving Culver City. That's where we play our practice at Culver City High School. And we just got in the car, and my dad turned, This when cars before, iPods and all that, you turn on the regular radio station comes on, and he's the announcer on the show. We always kept it on sports radio, and sure enough, talking about the earthquake that just hit. And so we're in Los Angeles. Obviously, we don't feel it, but still, it's like, wow. That just happened. It was crazy.
That was nuts, man, because it seemed like a movie that you're watching, but you had to realize it wasn't a movie. This was real. The bridges collapsing in the Bay Area, et cetera. And that was just
and the worst bridge that I forgot the name of it. I just looked it up a year ago, I think.
Was it Bay Bridge?
It was the Bay Bridge. That was a triple-decker bridge that collapsed on itself, and that's where unfortunately a lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people actually did survive being trapped in the rubbish from the stone of the bridge.
AG and Raff, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. This is full disclosure, Nick. I'm in Raff, as you know, I'm in the Bay Area a couple times a year, and my agent lives out there. When I go over those bridges, if I'm driving, I'm not speeding, but I don't like bridges. Yeah. I don't care where I'm at, but I hate bridges. Yeah. I don't look over the edge. I just want to get across the bridge as quick as possible. Yeah. I've never been a bridge lover, but I always think back to that. But it just blows me away, man. Blows me away. AG, what you got, my man?
Yeah, I got what is the oldest esports out there? Question for y'all. No idea. What is the oldest
in terms of like esports game?
Yes, competition game. Think more in lines of game. What is the oldest esports game?
Pac-Man?
Close.
Asteroids.
Huh? Asteroids? No.
Dig Dug.
80. It's a game we are well aware of too.
Space Invaders.
Ooh.
Space Invaders?
What was that, AD?
Did I get it?
AD got it. Space Invaders.
Wow.
So 1981.
You know why I got that? It was pure luck, first of all, but I can still, as a little kid, I can still see my brothers and sisters playing it. I just thought Space Invaders.
The best part is AD goes, I have no clue.
I know. And he got it. Yeah. So back in 1981, the Space Invaders Championship attempt to set the highest score. So that was the competition, is be the highest score. And that's what gaming was back then. You just beat the high score on the cabinet game that you walk up to, like Dig Dug, like Pac-Man, like Space Invaders, and Asteroids. It could have been any of those games, but definitely in October of 1972 at Stanford University, that's when they had the tournament called Space War.
That's
for
awesome.
Space Invaders. Yep.
That's awesome.
Folks, Space Invaders, earthquakes, rants in Minneapolis in the 2019 versus the Minnesota Gophers. When we come back, though, folks, it's all Indiana versus Nebraska, where Nick Sipple and Jay Foreman, the Hall of Famer, will be heading out here this morning. Sip leaves tomorrow. When we come back, though, folks, it's all Indiana because there's a lot of numbers to discuss, facts and figures about Google Me. We'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call
John Henry's
to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
If you're not advertising your business on your vehicle, you're missing out on a lot of potential clients, and it's time to change that. Automotive Solutions excels in vinyl wraps and company IDs. They offer VG services with free warranties available, and they service all cars and diesel trucks too. They also service fleets, and if you push snow in the winter, get ahead now with your vehicles. Don't forget, ticket listeners receive a service discount on preventative maintenance. Call Automotive Solutions for an appointment at 531-249-5600 and stop by at 2040 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Cyber threats are everywhere. When is the last time you stopped to think about how you're protecting your business from potential data breaches, phishing scams, or ransomware? It's time to make cybersecurity a priority for your business. At Hamilton, our unmatched expertise and cutting-edge technology goes beyond basic defense, providing proactive, tailored solutions that keep your data, network, and digital assets protected. Better protection, better cybersecurity with Hamilton. Visit our website at hamiltonisbusiness.com to learn more.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal? A dog? A cat? Or maybe something else? The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Urology Partners of Nebraska is Lincoln's newest full-service urology group. Urology Partners uses state-of-the-art treatment options for both men and women, including some exciting treatments new to our community that help you get back to your confident and active lifestyle. The team at Urology Partners is dedicated to quickly and effectively restoring your health, with new patients typically seen in clinic within 48 hours. Whether you have questions about your prostate, incontinence issues, kidney stones, or erectile dysfunction, their team has you covered. Call Urology Partners today to schedule an appointment.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th. Paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this beautiful Thursday morning. We have 2 more sleeps until Nebraska kicks off against Indiana.
AG playing video games and doing the radio?
Yeah, that's all I do.
AG's playing video games while being on the radio.
AG's a man of many talents.
What game are you playing?
I'm playing 2K23 golf.
I play that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm maxed out though.
I'm at what'd you say? You maxed out?
I'm at level 50.
Well, I'm catching you. I'm at 11 right now.
I'm at level 50 and I cannot earn any more XP.
There you go. I'm getting to that level. That's my goal. I'm at level 11. I got a handicap of plus 0.8 or 8.8. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Wait, plus 8.8?
Yeah, that's my
handicap. That is very good. That is very good. I have a handicap on that game of plus 9.7 right now.
Oh, I'm not far. I'm right behind you. Sweet.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I gotta start playing some video games.
I just won the Players Championship yesterday.
Yeah, because you have so much time, AD.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We all ain't able, right?
Yeah. Also, you know what? I'm not really good at golf in real life. Let me just try to play the video game. Maybe I could get better at that. So
AG, I'm gonna tell you this: the athlete, the hand coordination you have, I guarantee if you got lessons, you'd be out there. You'd be a good golfer.
Yeah, I've taken lessons before. It was pretty good. Got me right. So, but that was years ago. But I gotta get back out there.
You'd love it.
You know. Oh no, I like it. I do like it. I just got to get it going.
Well, folks, we got something you're gonna like right here. Curt Cignetti, the coach for Indiana. He's a funny dude, man. Here's a quick little clip.
Straight up. So he was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, and I sent this actually to some of my buddies, but. It's fascinating to see how coaches are different in the ways they want to operate with road games. We know Indiana went on the road to UCLA and won pretty comfortably. And they asked him yesterday, hey, has it been a problem for you? Has it been a problem for Indiana to have to travel larger distances to the West Coast for the UCLA game, for, if Rutgers has to go to Washington or so on and so forth? Yeah. Here's what Curt Cignetti had to say about whether or not he thinks and how he likes to operate, whether he thinks the traveling will be an issue in the new landscape of the Big Ten Conference.
Yeah, Coach, the Big Ten obviously expanded west, and I'm just wondering, how does that affect your travel schedule? Are you guys able to go out on Thursdays? And do you think it's as big deal? I think you guys were the only win up until this past weekend out west. Do you think it's as big of a deal as they've been making out?
Oh, that's a good question. So I got a certain way I do things, right? And I've learned from a lot of people, but I like to have our Friday walkthrough here and our meetings here so the guys don't miss class in the morning. And I like to get to the hotel as late as possible. I don't like spending a lot of time in a hotel, and we'll get there, feed them, maybe have a quick meeting in the evening and get up and play. So, you know, my weight guy and my director of football ops, they've got all these designs, you know, like go out Thursday, this is what you got to do. Well, I mean, we played out at Weber State, Utah State, some of those other places before, you know what I mean? No. We ain't doing that, guys. So, you know, we're going to get there as late as possible. Okay, we're going to wake up and we're going to play the game and we're going to come back. That's what we did. We got to the hotel about 8 o'clock at night, right? Ate our meal, went to bed, woke up, played 3:30, kicked their ass, and came home.
There you go.
There he was.
There you go. I don't know what it is, but I like his attitude. He ain't messing around.
That's the thing is he was asked the way that, for the folks that might not know, the way that Google Me came about was he got asked so much at Indiana and at the press conference, like, hey, how are you going to turn Indiana around? How are you going to make this work? And he said it, and he's been upfront about it. He's like, I got tired of answering the question. So finally, I just said, I win. Google me. And if you look, he wins. He wins. Everywhere he goes, wins follow. And so far to this point at Indiana, despite the schedule, despite all the nonsense, he's won so far.
Yeah. You know, AG, if you kept saying, you know, I like that. Why do you like that non-nonsense approach?
It's no beating around the bush. Like, he's not sugarcoating anything for anybody.
Yeah,
you got to jump on my train or you're gonna get left behind.
Yeah,
Mike Holmgren used to say, hey, if you ain't doing it right, here's your bus ticket and an apple. Peace out. That's what Mike Holmgren used to say when you was a player or a coach that wasn't on the team. If you weren't on the same page as us, then you know what? Here's your bus ticket, apple. You out of here. That's how we do it in Green Bay. You know, so I like that attitude, because then the players, like, you got young-minded players.
Yeah,
young minds want to be molded into something. So for me, if I'm there, he has my full attention, because that's how that's how I was raised. I was raised just that way. So for people that don't beat around the bush, they get right to the point, you know, I like it. What's interesting though about the travel, for all the travel that I experienced, it was all his strength coaches and everybody I was thinking the same thing, like, get there 2 days early, because for every hour, we're going back in time. So when people got to understand, when teams are going west, you're going back in time. Actually, you're gaining hours.
Yes.
So you're not losing. So it's actually a good thing for East Coast teams when they go back to the West Coast. That's not a bad thing.
Right.
You're gaining 3 hours.
Exactly. You're gaining 3 hours on UCLA, USC, Washington State, Stanford. So they're actually on an even playing field. It's actually an even playing field more than what people may think.
Because your internal clock.
It's when the West Coast teams go east, it's the problem. So when Seattle, anybody from Washington State, from Oregon, from Cali, from Arizona, they go back to Florida, they go back to Jersey, they go back to New York, Boston area. That's a problem, because then you got 2 to 3 hours. Your body has to acclimate to then your body does not start shutting down. Because, you know, when you're at home, it's nighttime. You know, my body starts about, if I'm not playing video games, my body about 9:30, my body's like, hey, bro, you know, you better get anything serious you need to get done right now, because in about 20 minutes, you about to pass out. So you don't want your football body to be doing that, basically. So East Coast teams has the disadvantage going west more than West Coast teams have the disadvantage going east than the West Coast team. East Coast teams.
I just love this mentality.
Okay,
I love it too.
We're gonna play the game. We're gonna come back. That's what we did. We got to the hotel about 8 o'clock at night, right? Ate our meal, went to bed, woke up, played 3:30, kicked their ass, and came home.
just the nonchalant of,
hey, that's how I'm gonna be. If I'm ever a football coach,
right?
Man, if I'm ever a football coach and I'm old like that, that's exactly how I'm gonna talk. I'm saying, look, man, we're gonna get on this bus. We're gonna play this game, and we're gonna whip that, you know, boom, bam, bam, boom.
No apples.
Yeah. We're not even gonna give him an apple. We just keep out.
Ron on the text line says AG doesn't eat that apples to this day.
Actually, I do.
Well, I tell you,
I never got that bus. I never had that conversation with Mike Holmgren. Thank God.
Well, Signetti is when he says Google me, it wasn't set out of arrogance. He just it was more set out of frustration, because right now, as we all know, they're sitting at 6-0, 3-0 in the Big Ten. Indiana will enter the Saturday's game. They're one of 11 unbeaten teams in FBS ranks. So right now, you guys, just one. Number 16th in the AP, number 18 the coaches poll. You guys, Nebraska's, we know this. We've been saying this ad nauseum. Nebraska's not beat a ranked team since 2000. Was it 16? No. I think it is. Is it 13? 16?
It was 2016.
2016, the last time we've beat a ranked team. Obviously, we had the opportunity within Illinois. We know how that went. But nevertheless, it's Saturday. You guys, do you think that's something that that's in, I think rule is 2 in something against ranked teams right now?
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, it's not great. This is a great opportunity for Nebraska. Let me ask you guys this. Is there more pressure, in you guys' opinion, AG, Nick, and Raff? Raff, I'm going to start with you first. Is there more pressure? First of all, there's pressure on both teams. But is there more pressure on Indiana, homecoming, undefeated, 6-0, 18-1 poll, 16th in the other? Is there more pressure on them, or is there more pressure on Nebraska going in and, as AG would say, tearing up their furniture and then bouncing?
I say more pressure on them. They're the higher-ranked team. We're the hunters. Pressure on them.
It's interesting because I almost wonder, like, how is Indiana going to handle this? Mm-hmm. Like, this is now Fox Big Noon. You have it is the A-list game for on the Big Ten slate this week. It is and Indiana's not the underdog,
right?
Like there maybe have been times where they've gone to Ohio State and it's been the A-list game, but it hasn't been the A-list game because of Indiana. This week it is, and I think it's important for Nebraska fans to kind of understand that in this scenario, Indiana is a top 20 program. Nebraska is going on the road to Indiana. Indiana is a 6.5 point favorite at home. It is homecoming.
Yep.
Use that as fuel and fire, but also, how does Indiana, to Raff's point and your guys' point, how does Indiana handle being the hunted now? They were the first team to get bowl eligibility.
Right.
Curt Cignetti, his mentality is going to be, we don't care.
Right.
We don't.
He made that perfectly clear.
However, he doesn't execute on Saturdays. He doesn't do the execution part of it on the turf on Saturdays.
And that's it. We already know where the head coach's mind is at, right? And it's just for the players that buy into that wholeheartedly and don't second guess themselves, play with confidence and no fear. Then those players, if not majority of them, hopefully it is majority of them, then they're going to come out. It's going to be one hell of a game.
Yeah.
So for both teams, because our defense is stingy. They're in the top, I'll say echelons of college football right now. They don't give up a lot of points. They don't give a lot of yards. So be prepared on both sides. And this is why we watch the games. This is why we play the games, right? We try to dissect it as commentators to say, oh, yeah, this team clearly has an advantage here. This team has a disadvantage. But at the end of the day, when a team kind of matches up in certain areas, when the defense is now, they're going to face a defense that's going to make it really interesting for them passing the ball and running the ball, because we played against teams this year. We've gotten our experience in dealing with teams that run the ball with big backs from Illinois, Northern Iowa. A couple weeks ago with Rutgers, we handled Kyle Monangai. So now we have the experience. So now it's just like, you know what? They let it roll now. You just go out there and see who's going to play harder and who's going to make the plays when it counts, basically.
Eric and Hickman said, because I can't imagine the reaction around if we had a coach that said we'd kick their you-know-whats and went home. I loved it. Eric and Hickman.
Well, and that's it's such a unique piece, because there's some places, especially in the changing landscape and evolving landscape of college football, there are some places, and I think Indiana's one of them, that need a head coach like that. They need a head coach like that that's a little more outspoken, just doesn't really care about what other people think, gritty, just grind it out. And doesn't care, because guess what? People are now talking about Indiana, and it all starts at the top with Curt Cignetti. We never did this with Tom Allen. Tom Allen was not outspoken enough. He never said, he also didn't have the track record that Cignetti has to back it up.
Right.
So we talked about it with like what Indiana's able to do with Cignetti, what UTEP and Scotty Walden down there with his high energy piece. That's good for UTEP. What's good for Indiana isn't always good for what like Nebraska, or what's good for Nebraska isn't good for Texas A&M. So Indiana struck gold right now. It's just a matter of how long are they able to hold on to him if he does continue to win.
And I love coaches too that come out and have that confidence instead of going, well, these aren't my players, maybe next year or the year. So I like it.
Right.
I like that he brings that confidence.
Raff, that's a great point, because I hate it when I would hear that from individuals. Well, these aren't my guys.
Yeah.
That to me,
that's
if
a
you want to
basketball comment.
You
A lot of
better
basketball coaches say that.
Yeah, and if you want to destroy, I'm not even say destroy, give an established one yet. If you want to lose players right away mentally, if they're not gone physically, if you want to say some mess like that, say some mess like that. Oh, these aren't my guys. Well, what are you talking? No, they're the moment. And here's what the difference with Rule. When he came in here, he goes, "I'll never forget him saying that. You didn't come here because of me. I came here because of you. All right. You didn't come here because of me. When you put that out there right away, because first of all, the guys are already kind of looking at you, giving you the Heisman anyway, because they don't know you. You didn't come here because of me. I came here because of you. Now let's build something together." And I think we're seeing the remnants of that right now at 5-1. And I know sometimes we can get football fans, not just Nebraska fans. I think all fans, when you have a very rabid fan base like we do, can get amnesia rather quickly. Expectations become somewhat, unrealistic, or just, I would say, they want them faster than what they can get them. This time last year, we would have took 5-1 in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
People aren't realizing that Nebraska's currently at their win total of last year.
Right now. And Nick, that's a great point. Right now. So with that being said, we're on track. I like the way things are going. I know it's easy to pick and prod and to point at the things that aren't going well. We go back to the game a couple weeks ago, but Indiana, this game is going to be a great one. Before we go to break, I'm going to lay this on you guys real fast. I want you to think about this. We talk about that pressure, and I want you guys to answer when we come back, AG, Raff, and Nick. The Hoosiers have never trailed a game this season. I want you to think about that when we come back. We'll talk about it. We talk about that pressure. They have never trailed. And right now, folks, they have scored at least 41 points in each of their last Big Ten victories. 41 points. They have never trailed yet. They don't know what it's like to be down maybe 7-0, even 3-0 as far as that goes. How does that play into their psyche? How does that play in the benefits of Nebraska? And also a defense that Indiana has not seen yet thus far in their 6 games. Folks, when we come back, we'll talk some more Husker sports. Of course, we'll have the RGT, and we'll lock you down and close you out. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th, paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries.
Now, through October 20th, enjoy USDA Choice Whole Boneless Ribeye Loin for $12.99 per pound and USDA Choice Eye of Round Roast for $6.99 per pound. Plus, October is pork month, so enjoy St. Louis-style ribs for $1.99 per pound, Duroc pork butt for $2.49 per pound, and 4 for $5 all-pork patties. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Nebraska's public schools are key in developing the workforce and fostering community development. They prepare students for successful careers in every Nebraska industry and to serve as our future community and business leaders. Our public schools educate 90% of students in Nebraska. They connect students with the businesses and civic organizations that make our communities thrive. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Urology Partners of Nebraska is Lincoln's newest full-service urology group. Urology Partners uses state-of-the-art treatment options for both men and women, including some exciting treatments new to our community that help you get back to your confident and active lifestyle. The team at Urology Partners is dedicated to quickly and effectively restoring your health, with new patients typically seen in clinic within 48 hours. Whether you have questions about your prostate, incontinence issues, kidney stones, or erectile dysfunction, their team has you covered. Call Urology Partners today to schedule an appointment.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This October, the Bonsall Spooktacular 10 event is back with spooktacular savings all month long. Stop by anytime in October to discover incredible deals, including hot tubs as low as $5,995. That's up to 20% off MSRP. Plus, enjoy 10% off infrared and traditional saunas. Don't miss out on these hauntingly good offers. Visit Bonsall Pool and Spa today. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better at 33rd and Pioneers.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Let it ride, 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 let it ride. Swing low, Eric. Swing low, swing low. Here we go, AG.
Hole in one.
Let it go. Let it go. Raff's roadies.
Just singular, plural, not plural. Singular.
Wow.
Not plural.
Wow.
Roadie.
Will the roadies please step up? You're going to see the Ralph Roadie Army.
Ralph Roadie Army.
Man, I'm telling you, Nick, Nick, I think sometimes you can't help yourself.
You're like thrown down the middle. I was taught to swing.
That has, I'm going to call, I'm not obviously putting out, but you're like a person that they just can't help it.
I got to scratch the itch.
I mean, you're just going to sit no matter what. You have to take a shot at Raff.
I do, especially Raff.
You just can't help yourself.
I just can't help myself.
Hey, Ron, AD was definitely the hype man for the Deaf Troops. No, brother, I appreciate it, but I would have to defer to probably Silk, who is now a principal, Daniel King, and my buddy Brian Wells, who actually lives in Indianapolis, man. But we had some fun back then, man, for sure. You guys, back on that point, like I mentioned to you about Indiana football, they have not trailed a single game yet.
Take them to the deep water.
AD, talk about it. Because think about this. They've not trailed. How are they going to respond if we punch them in the mouth? And we'll talk more about this tomorrow, too, from the offensive perspective. How crucial is this, AG and Raff, for Satterfield and company? And I'm not putting on Satterfield. For the guys on the field, Satterfield can do so much, whether you like the calls or not. How important is it going to be, the onus going to be on Raiola, the whole entire offensive unit, to go out there and punch these guys early?
Man, you just got to test them, you know? I mean, you want to find out, are they the team that says, are they worth the 6-0? Because you got teams that we said it before in other sports and in this sport as well, paper tigers. Not saying they are, but you got to test the team regardless of what their record says. And that's where I talk about the confident and no fear going into every matchup. You got to play these games like important. Every game's important. You respect your opponent. There's no disrespect here. It's just like, look, I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you offensively, defensively, and special teams wise to see where we poke and prod and where, if we could find a weakness. And if not, then, we just keep figuring it out as every play happens when that game gets kicked off in Indiana. Because it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be competitive. But as a team coming in, home or away, he's like, look, we're going to test y'all. If we come away with the win, great. Good, good job for us, and also a good game for you guys. But if we don't, then we also going to learn from it to take it back with us, what we got to do next time when we face an opponent that is obviously stoic at home, strong at home, and has an offense like they're producing and the defense like they're not allowing teams to score points. But we got to test y'all. We're not just going to not show up and play, all facets of the game.
Raff, if you were the offensive coordinator at Nebraska and you see a team, and AG answered it beautifully, like you said, you get punched in the mouth early. Yep. Are you giving a heavy? Are you going to be? I'm gonna take this with not a grain of salt, but keep it in perspective. What I'm saying here. Are you going to play chess and say, you know what? I'm going to pound you and pound you and pound the ball right at you over and over again. You may not see, 6 or 7, but maybe you see 2 or 3. Maybe you see 4 the next time. Or are you going to establish a line of scrimmage early, to AG said, to see what this team is made of? Or are you going to get cute?
You want to establish. I mean, look at they've talked about it. Look at Nebraska's record. The 5 games we've won, we've been the most physical team on the field. The game we lost, Coach Rowe came out and said we weren't the physical team that game. So I think you got to come out and you've got to play physical football. If it means running the ball, but we got to look like this. It's Nebraska's offense. Is running the ball the ultimate fast of this offense? I think we're kind of a throwing team. So, but what they got to do is if they decide that throwing the ball is the way to beat this team, they've got to come out. They can't have penalties. You can't have holding penalties. You can't sit yourself, because you can be physical throwing the ball. It's just a matter of you've got to hold you got to have your protections. You got to have your running backs, stepping up. So, but I'm good either way. I mean, I feel confident enough with Dylan throwing the ball, but I also feel, if we want to go out and run the ball, I believe we can do that also.
You guys, go ahead, Nick.
Let me ask you guys a trivia question here. How many straight games has Nebraska lost to an AP ranked opponent?
Oh boy.
How many straight matchups have they lost against an AP ranked opponent, both home and away?
So we have to go back to 2016, right?
Wow.
I'm going to say 20, 24.
Oregon is the one.
Oregon's
the last.
I'm going to go 25.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding. 25 on the dot.
25
straight matchups against AP ranked opponents. Nebraska has fallen. Time to break that streak Saturday.
Hey, Connor, easy.
Hey. Okay. Raff, time for your good take. Let's go. Let's take it
Time
on.
to take it easy.
Yeah, it's time to put 80 to bed.
Only way to go.
He's singing Akon songs.
Let me.
I have not thought about Akon since maybe 2008.
Well, it's not just Akon. It's Akon and AG.
Oh, okay.
Here's a little
Out
stat.
of love.
Here's a little stat I got for you guys, though, man. Here's what I got for you, though. It's one that, Raff, you mentioned something that sparked this in my head and made me think about this, and I pulled it up. Nebraska, because, Raff, this is one thing we got to make sure we don't do. Penalties and yards. We have 47 penalties for 404 yards thus far this year. 47 penalties for 404. Raff, you mentioned not to get sloppy. AG, that is one thing Nebraska cannot afford to do is to get sloppy. So when I think about a game of this magnitude, Nick and Raff and AG, I go back to Oklahoma in 2022, was that? When we started the game off with 3 consecutive...
2021. I was there too.
You were there. How many
fun.
How many penalties we had to start the game?
You started off with back-to-back false starts, and then later in the drive, like 2 plays later, you had 2 holdings back-to-back.
This atmosphere, in my opinion, Nick, and Raff and AG, is going to be similar to that. Obviously, it's not Oklahoma. But what I'm simply saying, a game of this magnitude, where you have an opportunity to take a major step forward, don't shoot yourself in the toes as you're trying to step forward with self-inflicted mistakes.
Another trivia question, not Nebraska related. Well, kind of in that 2021 game against Oklahoma, and this is applicable for today or just football on today. Who was the starting quarterback for the Oklahoma Sooners that day?
That Rattler?
Roman Gabriel.
Spencer Rattler.
Okay. Roman Gabriel. Been all over the place.
Later this evening. All right, Raffy.
All right, everybody. Today's Ralph's Good Take is a huge congratulations going out to Kristen Dana Duvall's daughter down here in Alabama, Lainey Duvall, affectionately called Boggs, due to She's All That. She got a full ride cheerleading scholarship at Wallace State last night. So,
congratulations.
She gets to go to school there, and just big congratulations for all the hard work and everything she's put into that. She loves cheerleading, takes after her mama. So, congratulations, Lainey Duvall. You are Ralph's Good Take.
That's big congrats. Well done to her, man. Scholarship, man, that's a lot of money saved right there, my brother. A lot of money saved right there. Folks, before we close out, we have an awesome event to promote for you all with the We Can Do This charity today at Matson's Bowling Alley Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Stop by from 5:30 to 7 p.m. today. We can do this, the 8th anniversary fundraiser, which helps feed kids right here in Lincoln, because no child should be hungry, and this organization helps feed kids on the weekend. Come by Madison's for an appearance by Coach Hoiberg. Be there and silent auction and raffle featuring Husker football, basketball, and volleyball tickets, Husker sign memorabilia, food and gifts, baskets, and more. That's today, 5:30 to 7 p.m. at Madison's Bowling and Billiards for the We Can Do This 8th anniversary fundraiser. Something that is crucial, folks. And really quick, the 80 attitude adjustment today is very simple, folks. Little quote that I seen this morning that stuck out. What you tell yourself every day will either build you up or break you down. What you tell yourself will either build you up or tear you down. So, folks, I'll say this. Speak nice to you. Speak nice to you. Speak hope to you. Speak life to yourself. Raff, take us home, my man.
Hey, G, got anything got to say?
Yeah, I got one to throw in there. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Piggyback on what AG just said.
Boom.
That's good.
I love it.
All right. 20 seconds, Raffy.
20 seconds, everyone. Have a great Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Be nice to each other. See ya.
Ain't got an age-easy.
Age-easy.
He's losing it. He's losing it.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through October 20th, enjoy USDA Choice Whole Boneless Ribeye Loin for $12.99 per pound and USDA Choice Eye of Round Roast for $6.99 per pound. Plus, October is pork month, so enjoy St. Louis-style ribs for $1.99 per pound, Duroc pork butt for $2.49 per pound, and 4 for $5 all-pork patties. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Urology Partners of Nebraska is Lincoln's newest full-service urology group. Urology Partners uses state-of-the-art treatment options for both men and women, including some exciting treatments new to our community that help you get back to your confident and active lifestyle. The team at Urology Partners is dedicated to quickly and effectively restoring your health, with new patients typically seen in clinic within 48 hours. Whether you have questions about your prostate, incontinence issues, kidney stones, or erectile dysfunction, their team has you covered. Call Urology Partners today to schedule an appointment.
Our Nebraska public school teachers make a difference in our communities. I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I see it every day. Teachers connecting on a personal level with students and parents to support learning and growth. Our kids do better, community pride grows, Nebraska thrives. Our public schools rank in the top 10 nationally year after year. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Caro, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Art